Hello students, this is teacher Hira here. We are going to start our new chapter of biology. Chapter number 1, Gaseous Exchange. So what do you know about the gaseous exchange in plants and gaseous exchange in humans? So what is gaseous exchange? The diffusion of gases from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration is called gaseous exchange. Gaseous exchange is a process in which plants and other organisms exchange different gases with environment. The exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide occur between an organism and its environment. Now the gaseous exchange in plants obtain the gases they need through their leaves. They require oxygen for respiration and carbon dioxide for the photosynthesis. Plants do not have specialized structures for gaseous exchange. In small plants such as mosses, leaves and other structures are very thin and gases are able to move in and out via diffusion. In more complex plants, oxygen and carbon dioxide is exchanged through the stomata on leaves, stems and roots. Now, how the gases are exchanged through the stomata. The gases diffuse into the intercellular spaces of the leaf through pores, which are normally on the underside of the leaf called stomata. From these spaces, they will diffuse into the cells that require them. The opening and closing of stomata can be in response to water moving in or out of the cell. When water moves into the cell, the turgor of the cell increases, causing them to lengthen and open the stomata. Opening and closing of the stomata can also be in response to light or low internal carbon dioxide level. So as you can see the process of stomata opening and the process of stomata closing. This is the opening of the stomata and this is the process of the closing of the stomata. When the water molecules go out from the stomata, the pores are open, the water comes out and the stomata closed again. The gaseous exchange in day and night. During the day, plants will produce more oxygen via photosynthesis. At night, however, when plants are not perform photosynthesis, there will be a net production of carbon dioxide and consumption of oxygen. Gaseous exchange through the lenticels. Lenticels are a small scare-like opening present on the bark of woody plants involved in transpiration. Gaseous exchange also occur through lenticels. So here is another topic, gaseous exchange in humans. So how the gaseous exchange take place in humans. The organs for respiratory system are nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, lungs and alveoli. These are the organs the respiratory system is consist of. What is the function of the respiratory system? Overseas gases exchange between the blood and external environment. Exchange of gases takes place within the alveoli. Passageways to the lungs purify, warm and humidify the incoming air. The gas is inhaled through the nose, the only external visible part of the respiratory system. Air enters the nose through the external nostrils. The interior of the nose consists of a nasal cavity divided by a nasal septum. Now the air enters into the pharynx, the throat structure, muscular passage from nasal cavity to larynx. 3 regions of pharynx are there: nasopharynx, oropharynx and laryngopharynx. The oropharynx and laryngopharynx are common passageways for air and food. Now the larynx is at the end of the pharynx, routes air and food into proper channels, plays a role in speech made up of 8 rigid hyaline cartilages and a spoon-shaped flap of elastic cartilage. It is known as epiglottis. Vocal cords are also present there, which vibrates with expelled air to create sound speech. So the structure of the larynx is consist of thyroid cartilage, epiglottis and glottis. So what is epiglottis? It's a superior opening of the larynx, routes food to the larynx and air toward the trachea. What is glottis? Glottis is the opening between vocal cords. Trachea is also known as windpipe. It connects larynx with bronchi, beats continuously in the opposite direction of incoming air, expels mucus loaded with dust and other debris away from the lungs. Walls are reinforced with C-shaped hyaline cartilage. What are bronchioles? They are present in the lungs, smallest branches of the bronchi. All but the smallest branches have reinforcing cartilage. Terminal bronchioles end in alveoli, grape-like sacs. Now, what are the lungs? Occupy most of the thoracic cavity. Apex is near the clavicle superior portion. Each lung is divided into lobes by fissures. Left lung with 2 lobes and right lung with 3 lobes. So this is the structure of the lungs. As you can see, the lungs have different parts: ribs, posterior, thoracic vertebra, right lung, esophagus, root of lungs at hilus, left lung, body wall, and many more. So what is the process of breathing? It's a mechanical process, depends on volume changes in the thoracic cavity. Volume changes led to pressure changes, which led to equalized pressure of flow of gases. 2 phases: inspiration, flow of air into lung, and expiration, air leaving the lung. So your homework is you have to explain the gaseous exchange in plants, what is human respiratory system, and what is the process of inspiration and expiration. I hope everything is cleared in the video already. You can do it by yourself. Thank you.